Hi, just waiting for people to come in. First of all, YouTube, recently will not let me put my phone sideways. And I know I'm not the only person dealing with this. I know Elizabeth April was dealing with that as well. I don't know if this is part of being in YouTube jail. I don't know what the hell is up with it, but it's getting really annoying to do everything in portrait. So, sorry about that. What's up, guys? Some people are coming in, just waiting for the chat to catch up. I got my coffee in my cute cup. I'm outside, just enjoying the weather. Hi, people are starting to come in. Like the video, guys, so more people see it, please. Oh, there goes the chat. Hi, Sasha. Hi, Rachel. Happy Friday the 13th, Divine Goddess Incarnate. Good morning. Good morning, Lizzie. Good morning, Indigo. Thanks. I know I love that cup, too. I think it's so cute. My inner child loves it because I had a toy that looked like this when I was little. It was like a little cake with like a bunny who lived inside of it. It was like the bunny's house, and it was a baby, and I would like take care of it. And it was about this size too, so like the actual cake thingy was like little like this. Hi, good morning. Good morrow. Your hair looks like a natural siren. Thank you. You should have seen it yesterday when I was working out with my personal trainer. It was looking a little crazy. Hi, Baldish. How are you doing? How you doing after the spell? How do you guys feel after the spell? I feel good. I feel very good. I don't know. I just feel like I can handle stuff better. Like, I feel really detached. Also, Libra season's been making me see, like, every side of every situation and keeping me in neutrality. And it's made me realize that I need to pull on the energy of Libra more in my daily life. And my mother's a Libra, so I feel like there's a correlation there. First time catching me live. Nice. Yes, happy Friday the 13th. What's up, Sabrina? How you doing? Hi, Katie. Yeah, hit the like, guys. That way more people get notified of the live. Thank you. Thanks for liking. So I'm just sitting out here in my yard and just taking in, that's my bedroom. You can see my little stuffed animals there. And that sign I stole. I stole that sign from the place where I go to the river, and someday it's going to be in my big mansion by my pool. And my dad was like, why do you even want this sign? Because I needed him to take off like the wood. There was like wood screwed to it. And he was like, I don't get it. And I was like, you'll get it in 10 years. You'll understand. I'm well, Nikki. Yes, feel much more detached. Good. Beautiful. I'm a Libra South Node. Nice. My mom's a Libra too. That's funny. I'm also a Libra. Gemini moon, though, explains my chatterbox mind. Yeah, I feel that. In school, sending love. Oh, hey, Annie. How you doing? Make sure you're paying attention in school. I love rivers. Yeah, me too. So, yeah, I'm just sitting out here enjoying the weather while it's still nice here. I don't know, my dad plows, and he was saying that like we're supposed to get a really bad winter this year, which honestly we need it for like the people who plow. Like, winter has been really mediocre, and a lot of people, that's like a huge chunk of how they make their money. And we definitely need a harsh winter. And also, that's the thing I do like about winter is like when I get snowed in and I have every excuse to just like deep clean my house or like remain inside, and then it's so quiet. Like, that's what I love about the snow is like when it's snowing out, you go outside and there's like no cars except for the plows. It's quiet because like the snow is like deafening all the other sounds. And so it's like, I do look forward to that. I look forward to being snowed in and it being like really quiet. I definitely don't look forward to cleaning off my car though. That sucks. But he was saying we're gonna have a bad winter because all the trees have like huge pine cones on them, and I guess that's a sign of like an intense winter. I'm a Libra moon, been feeling a bit tired of people lately. I just want to be home. I totally feel that. Getting straight into coffee and some college homework. Good. Hi. Yeah, I was going to ask how the weather is there. It's already down pretty low in temperature in Colorado. Well, it was hot, and then all this like controlled weather rolled in, and like, you can't tell me that any of this is natural. We're having the weirdest weather ever. It's like, it was like 80, and then one day it was like, and people will be like, oh, that's just New England. And it's like, yeah, but not like this. Like, not when there's clearly like fake clouds in the sky and like it's like torrential downpours. Like, it's just not natural, and you can't tell me it is. And they admit it. They admit about cloud seeding and like controlled weather and everything like that. It's just another psyop. So whatever, just taking it one day at a time. I saw a couple UFOs the other night. I'm gonna post it on my story. Maybe I'll try to post it on here, but I'm like swearing and there's like music playing in the background, so I don't know, because YouTube is like so finicky with everything that I do. So I guess we'll have to see if it'll work. But I got like SB'd and censored for posting about my yoni steams. That's how much they're like on my ass all the time about literally nothing. Like, I was posting herbs. Like, what? I don't know. It's just gross and weird. Do you think you'll ever design an oracle or tarot deck? Yeah, definitely. See, the thing is, like, right now my Botanica is like so full, and it's fine. Like, I don't know if I keep missing or if people just don't have as much expendable money. I'm trying to figure out like what it means, because I don't know if like the stuff I'm making, people just aren't interested in it, or if people don't have expendable money, and if the expendable money they have, they want to spend on a spell or like a reading. I mean, times are tough for everyone right now financially, but like my Botanica is so full of stuff right now, and it's like my house is really small. I'm making it work, but I do feel I'm growing out of this home. I don't know, I think the next chapter of my life, like, I'll be moving in with my partner, like, whenever I meet and find my partner. And there's a part of me that wants to keep this space, like, for my work. But right now it's like, it's crowded. It's a small space, it's crowded, and I have so much stuff in the Botanica. I was literally just thinking before this, like, I can't put anything else in the Botanica until I go through everything I've already made, you know, until I move all this stuff. It's like merch. Like, I'm still sitting on some merch from last time, because people don't fucking want a t-shirt from me. They want to get a life-altering reading and like hear from their dead ancestors. They don't want a t-shirt. I mean, maybe they want a t-shirt too, but they'd rather have a reading, you know? So it's like, yeah, what you see in the Botanica now is probably going to be all that's up for a while, and we'll continue doing spells and stuff. But yes, a long-winded way of answering that question is, yeah, I want to make some tarot decks in the future, definitely. I mean, that one that I have, that blue one that I made like early 2020, I should make that into a deck with like pictures and stuff. That's a great, it's like higher self messages. It's a great deck. Hi, Hannah. I was just thinking about you. How you doing? I was thinking about your twin, actually. I was like daydreaming, and I was like having this daydream of like the three of us and like my person together. I don't know if it's my twin or like a soulmate. I don't know. It was like a weird daydream. And we were talking about work. Like, we were talking about like the next steps. It was almost like we were collabing. I don't know. It was weird. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to touch that question. Like, you're being like, read my question above. I don't want to. It's not, I don't want to tap into that energy right now. I don't want to tap into that energy for free. It's a really low vibration, and like, it's not very nice, like, especially because I'm triggered right now dealing with similar things, like obviously not in my space, but I had a situation that triggered me into old trauma, which is similar to that, and I don't want to answer that, so please don't ask again. Not trying to be rude, trying to protect my energy. This is a lighthearted live, and if you really need help, you can book a spiritual counseling and compensate for that kind of a heavy question. It's kind of rude, no offense. You're feeling ridiculously spazzy. I've been feeling really fatigued and out of my body. Like, I've been feeling tired and dissociative, and I did get pretty triggered, like I just said. So, and also, like, this time of year is one of the hardest times of year for me because, like, I went through a really, like, violent trauma a couple, like, maybe like a week before Halloween that changed my life forever. And so it's like this time of year is, plus the season change, like, I don't like when it goes from hot to cold. I don't like when I can't go lay out at a beach to clear my mind. I don't like when I can't cold plunge in the ocean. Like, I just keep thinking about how I have to get down to Florida probably in December because I'm gonna need it. Oh, you mean the reaction to my content is spazzy? Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not surprised because if you look at my last couple story times, like, I'm just not surprised the algorithm isn't a fan of me right now, but I don't really care because I don't need that many eyeballs on me. In fact, I don't really want that many eyeballs on me. I just want to make a living and help people, and I don't need to be, like, ultra famous and watched to do that. I'd like to do it on my own terms with the less people, the better. Yeah, right? Are they trying to say that a yoni is a dirty thing we can't talk about? I don't know. I think it's the, like, medical misinformation shit, because it's like I'm saying, here's, like, a holistic thing to help your body, and they're like, no! These only! Pharmaceuticals only! Like, I just hate them. That's how I see them in my head, as these, like, demons screaming. Yoni steams are even talked about in media now. Reservation Dogs even has an episode that talks about them, and you can see them being used. Yeah, it's crazy, right? People are very strapped for cash right now. Yeah. Aw, you're about to buy something right now? Thank you. That's really sweet. Love you too. Very nice of you. Thank you. Oh, my 18 plus should be a deck? Yeah, I guess it probably should. I guess it should. That would probably be a really good one to do. Maybe... The UPS guy. Maybe ancestral healing for abundance, banish lack mentality. I've been kind of just, like, basking in simplicity lately, and it's so healing for my sense of abundance. That's good. I feel like I've been doing that too, to an extent. I've just been, like I said, like, really spacey. I feel like we're hopping a timeline though. That's why I came on here, because I came out here, I set my intentions, and I was like, I want to be in my body today. I want to notice the little things. Like, I want to, like, feel the grass and, like, feel myself in my body and everything like that. And when I came out, there were so many birds, and whenever there's, like, large things of, like, large groups of birds, I feel like I don't feel like I know that I'm hopping a timeline whenever there's large hordes of birds. So to come out and see that was fascinating, and we'll have to see. Another sign for me is, like, turkey vultures and hawks. So we'll see if I have any turkey vultures or hawks come out today. Do you think alcohol brings down your vibration or makes you open to evil entities? I read something about this. Yeah, absolutely, because human spirit runs through water, and I think that at any given time we have entities lurking around us, even if they're not in our energetic field. I think they lurk on the outside and wait for an opening to come in and like do whatever they want to do. And that's why when people get like super drunk and they say or do shit that you're like, what the hell, like that didn't even sound like you, or like they don't remember, it's because like it wasn't them. And not to take away from their responsibility, because their human did do that stuff, so they need to take responsibility for what their human has done. But at the same time, I do feel like there are negative entities that drive the human to do these things. So I'm not negating responsibility from addicts, but I am saying that I think it takes two to tango, right? Like I think it's definitely the addict or the person that is, and you don't have to be an addict to get like super drunk, you know what I mean? I just think the person that's abusing the substance is being egged on by something negative. Funny about my twin, I ran into a soulmate, so I've been letting my twin do their thing. That's interesting. I could feel that. Like I could feel that you were like, but I'm in the same boat right now. Like I'm like, I don't feel like, I want the path of least resistance, honestly. I don't feel like fucking breaking my back anymore for that. And it's like always been horrifying. Like I just feel like the twin flame experience is like, yes, it's like magical and uplifting, but it's also horrifying and disturbing. And I'm a little tired of the horrors. Huh? Okay, rather than your astrological big three, what are 3 archetypes or crystals you resonate with right now? What do I resonate with right now? Honestly, I feel like it's been changing every day, because I've been doing this thing where I've been ignoring time, and I've been like pretending like time doesn't exist, and then I keep doing things that I wouldn't normally do. So like if let's say I'm on my way to the cemetery, I'll like turn around and go to the lake instead. Like I keep messing with timelines right now, so I don't have I'm not tapping into like a solid crystal or anything like that, because I don't know, I'm doing this weird thing where I just want to switch it up. And a dragon told me to do it. Like my dragon deck was saying like you have time, like think about bending time and shifting time. And I also feel as well, you know, I know the October 4th thing, like people got really upset that I posted about that, and then also like people were like, oh, it's nothing. And like personally, I'm going to tell you what I think happened. I think 3 days before and 3 days after they were putting a certain frequency out, I think we've been watching them shift from cable to fiber, just like they did at the beginning of 2020. They shifted to 5G. All of this makes our immune systems, quote unquote, weaker, and like, you know, I mean, the thing is, like, this is the plan, right? This is their evil plan, but nature always finds a way, so we end up just vibrating out of it, right? Because everyone was saying, oh, 5G will kill us. Well, guess what? It didn't. Like, maybe some people, but not most of us. So it's like nature will always find a way, will always evolve out of it. It's just incredibly annoying when they continue to poison us, but they're basically just making us like X-Men. They're making us like these like super freaking powerful you know, like poison resistant beings. Like as much as they try to poison us, they're actually just making us stronger and stronger. So what I think happened was, I think that, you know, they've been shifting to fiber a lot recently. I think they set out a certain frequency, and I think it was 3 days before and 3 days after, because I felt it before that. I just think they masked it under the October 4th thing so that they could get false consent, because if they put it out like that, then, you know, it's false consent, right? We're consenting because it's out there, even though we never said yes to that. And so I think that, because like my acne is looking like really crazy right now, and I did a poll on Instagram, and 39 people said that they were having worse breakouts than they've had in years. And it reminds me of when they put up the 5G, and I was breaking out and getting really bad headaches and really bad muscle aches. And so I think they activated something on the 4th with the fiber and everything like that. I think that's why I'm breaking out, because there's like this new whatever that they've put out there, and I think it's bringing toxins to the surface and like the heavy metals and stuff, and that's why me and many others are breaking out. And also my friend who's like an esthetician said her and all her esthetician friends, they're always all glowing because they're estheticians. They're all breaking out. I have other friends who are breaking out as well. And so I think that they were trying to hop a timeline. And I think that that day, like I felt like I was sober, and I felt like I was tripping on acid that day. And I just feel like that energy just exacerbated whatever energy you were in. So, and then I think that's also why I've been like pretty tired and fatigued on top of like the trauma and stuff that I'm moving through. So I think today they opened another portal because it's Friday the 13th. And I think that's why they were doing so much fear mongering with the war stuff. And, yeah, I just think they're slamming us with portals and timeline shifts because we're stepping into eclipse season. But at the end of the day, anything that they do to try, like no hand shall prosper against us, right? I don't know the exact Bible verse, but it's like whatever they try to do against us, it just makes us stronger. So it doesn't really matter. But I just wanted to come on because I could feel that we're timeline hopping, and I think it's important to set our intentions for what we want to see. And like, I keep thinking of Louise Hayes and how like she has this one card in this deck that she has that says like, instead of being like against war, be for peace. So I think that, which is like, the wind just blew really strong, which I think is like a really good sentiment to take into today, instead of being like against war or against, you know, all this stuff that's happening, like violence or breaking up families and things like that. Be for peace, be for gentleness, be for health. Like, focus your energy on the positive end of things. And Elizabeth April just did this with the Maui fires. Like, she was like, instead of being sad and heartbroken, she was like, we're going to meditate and we're going to imagine new growth. We're going to imagine the earth healing itself. We're going to imagine these people healing. We're going to imagine them building their cities and their towns and everything back, you know? So it's like we have to be more focused, because they so desperately want us to focus on the bad because they're so weak and pathetic and they have no power left. And I also keep, if you've been watching my story times, I keep going in there and taking out these major spiritual evil entities that are partly running the show. The next one I have to go for, I'm gonna keep to myself for now, but they've revealed to me 2 more that are gonna come for me, and then I'm gonna have to turn around. I don't know, maybe I'll be on the offensive and I'll come for them before they come for me. But I already got Jack the Ripper, I already got Vlad the Impaler, and I've got 2 more that they've told me I have to take out. So they get weaker and weaker by the day, and every time I take out one of their, and it's not just me, I'm sure there are plenty of other people taking out these evil entities. There's probably like mounds and mounds of them, but either way, they're weak, they're pathetic, they're losers, and they've already lost. So they're desperately trying to use these energetic times and moments astrologically to try and feed their evil, but they, like I said, they're pathetic losers. Let me catch up with the chat. Instead of bringing the collective down, it's awakening compassion within the collective. Exactly. And like unity consciousness, like nobody, I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but every person I've spoken to doesn't fucking want war. And it's like so gross and stupid, because like these political leaders who are making these decisions will never have their safety like jeopardized. They will never have their homes jeopardized. They will never, like, they don't lose anything from these situations. The rest of us, you know, lose loved ones, lose money, lose stability, lose their homes, you know, like, it's just so annoying and pathetic that like they even still run the show. It's gross that they have no regard for human life. And I'm tired of them money laundering through death, like through murdering people. They like make such a killing pun intended, off of murdering people, and we're just over it. And like you said, Lizzie, it's bringing us together, and more important people are focused on it. And I said this on Patreon the other day. I said, do you know what would happen if every single human on the globe spent 15 minutes just going peace, 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 all at the same time, not even something complicated? If we just were like sitting there thinking in our heads for 15 minutes, like if at 10:15 EST, every single human on the planet who wants peace sat there and thought peace, peace, peace for 15 minutes, we'd wake up and I feel like the world would be at peace. And I'm not exaggerating, because I will say it again. I said this on Patreon. This is a really good mantra. They keep taking advantage of our free will. They keep stealing our free will. And there's going to come a day and they keep trying to force us into hive mind, which humanity will never be a hive mind. We will never all think the same way. We can think the same way in wanting the same morals and wanting the same things, but we will never all have the same brain. We're not a hive mind race. We're just not. The human race is not. But because our free will keeps being taken advantage of, we can use our free will to collectively agree on hive mind wants or needs to then create the reality we want to see. So eventually they're trying so hard to tear us apart that we will eventually band together and use our free will to create a hive mind towards the reality we want to see. I'm going to say that again. We're going to use our free will to create a hive mind towards the reality we want to see. And I do think there will come a day when it will be us versus them, not us versus each other, us versus the 1%, us versus these evil, pathetic wastes of space that need to be sent back to source. There's no space for them here in this reality anymore. We vibrated out of it, and they've had plenty of chances to do right, and all they do is wrong. So we will use our free will to create hive mind to get them out of here, basically. And then after that, I truly see a reality where the density lifts and shifts from this plane of existence, and we're going to be able to have more telepathy with each other. We're going to be able to levitate and shit like that. And I don't care how crazy that sounds. That shit's possible right now. I've met multiple people in my spiritual journey who have seen that. Like people who were awake in the 80s when people were telling them like, you're crazy, you know what I mean? Like I've met older spiritualists who've been doing this for years and years, and they've seen people levitate even in this density. They've seen spiritual surgery, like people literally reach inside of others and like take shit out because the density is gonna shift. And that's exactly what they don't want. Because do you know how fucking powerful would I be if I just started levitating right now? They'd instantly try to fucking kill me, right? Because that would show people that it's possible, that would change people's minds, and then everybody would be trying to do it, and some people would succeed. And how much harder would it be for them to control us if we were just levitating around here and controlling shit with our minds? That's why they keep pumping us with chemicals and poisons and everything to try and keep our density so low, and that it's not gonna happen. Earth is evolving, and that's it. That's it, man. That's it. Hi. Hi, Shayna. Hi, Danica. Hi. I'm glad you caught my live, too. So, I know what you're saying, Trailblazer Tarot, like you said, but if those killers find it to be peace to kill, free will, that's an issue. It's not, though, because I've been really thinking about this, because I had a conversation with kind of a dumb guy. He was really rude, but he was saying freedom hurts people, because what about the guy who wants freedom to murder everyone? The true definition of like peace and freedom, there should be nobody hurt involved, because if you think it's peace to murder someone, that's just not true, because you're stealing someone else's peace. True peace is going to encompass peace all around. True freedom is going to encompass freedom all around. It is not freedom to murder and traffic other people, because you're stealing the freedom of the victims. It is not peace to murder and hurt others, because you are stealing the peace of those victims. So that's polarized. That's a polarized version. That's a this side versus that side. If we're going to come into a hive mind and say, no, peace means peace for all. It is not peaceful to fucking slaughter someone. That's why there's no place for those people in this reality. They're done. They're getting sent back to source or to the void. I know that there's this place called the void where they send souls that can't be reconciled. I don't know. I don't know if it's real. I've heard of it. Many diviners have talked about it, but that's just not, it's not going to fly anymore, especially because like they just keep breaking the rules. There are certain rules in this universe and they just keep breaking them. And it's only a matter of time before people realize the rules, realize how much they've been broken, and fucking fight back. And listen, even if, let me go ahead and play devil's advocate as well. If it's peace to them to murder others and have war, guess what? There's a war against them. If that's the way they want it, I'm telling you, eat the rich is about to become very real. Very real. Very real over the next several years. So if they want war, fine. War against them. Fine. Not war against us who aren't doing anything wrong. But either way, they're done. They're done. No, they're not ready. They are not ready. You know what? They know how bad it's gonna get. That's why they're desperately doing anything and everything they can to make as much money as they can. Do you think it's a little convenient they want us paying student loans now? They're like trying to get as much money they can laundered from the loans and from the wars and all of this stuff because they want to bulk up, because for one, they're hoarders. They hoard money and resources because they're just gross. Like they're just like the worst kind of people. They hoard people even. So they're like hoarding right now to prepare for the backlash that is to come. That's why they're desperately trying to pull in the 2030 agenda where it's like, you'll have nothing and be happy. No, it's never going to happen. And like I said, people will murder and eat the rich before we get to that point. It's just not going to happen. They wildly underestimate us, but at the same time they don't, because that's why they're preparing. That's why they're hoarding, because it's like they're really, really nervous, but they're trying to put on this brave face, even though they know that, like, their reign of terror is coming to an end, and it's been going on for lifetimes and lifetimes. It's just over, you know? I get someone said, where is the best place to get real crystals? Because I've been going to stores and it just seems like fake crystals are becoming more popular. I go to like this really cute little like shack, this like crystal shack with this woman. She's so cool. If you want, I could see if she'd want to be in like an interview, and I could do like a point of view and take you through the crystal shack that I go to. She's totally a hobbit. Her name is Mary, and she's definitely got like hobbit DNA, and even her little shack, everything, like, it's just perfect. So I would say go to like a really small place with someone that you trust. And I was speaking about how I was going to wait to put more stuff in the Botanica, but in the future, if you'd like, I could try and start getting some crystals from her to put in the Botanica, because I know, like, she literally has people come in who've been mining from like all over the world. She's into this before it was a trend. She's really cool. It's a matrix. Shit isn't real. I agree. It's all old money and old matrix stuff. They sincerely believe they're superior by birth. We are not seen as human or as equal. It's gross energy. Yeah, and it's very reminiscent of like the Anunnaki, right? Because like when the Anunnaki came down and wanted to mine the gold mines, they were dying. Like the Anunnaki were dying, so then they created us. Like they created the human race out of like apes and like spliced our DNA with theirs, and like had us mining for them because they thought of us as slaves. They didn't think of us as individuals. And then because they were dying at such a rapid rate, like we couldn't reproduce because they didn't want to give us the sentience or ability to do so. And so they made it so that we could reproduce, because creating us was like taking too much time and energy out of their precious schedule, right? So they gave us the ability to reproduce, but the ability to reproduce ended up creating more sentience in us because it shifted us. It shifted our DNA, it activated us, and it made us evolve. So the more sentient we became, the more we fought back, and the less slave-like we became. And then that's also like the more sentient and intelligent we became. That's when there's like a weird There's like a weird thing flying by. Hold on. Can you even see it? A couple of these have flown by. It's just like a weird white thing. I guess it's a plane. I don't know. I'm gonna post, I have a video I got the other night. It's pretty crazy. I'm gonna post it. But there's like been like 5 of those that have flown by since I've been on this. It's such a matrix. But anyway, so then, oh, there's another one. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Why aren't you showing up? Why can't I find it on the actual phone? Where are you? What the heck? I'm like looking at it, but it's not showing up on the phone. Where are you? What the hell? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, sus. Sus AF. But, anyway. Oh yeah, so then the more sentient we became, the smarter we became, and then some of the Anunnaki started to mate with the humans, which created demigods, right? Half gods, demigods. So it's kind of like they think they're better than us, but they're not even Anunnaki. It's just like the creation story related to the Anunnaki is, I mean, maybe some of them are Anunnaki. I think most of them are reptilian. But the creation story itself paints us as a lower species. So that's why they think that. And also they were here first. Like the reptilians lived here. This was their planet. And then we came, and then the Anunnaki came, wanted to mine the resources, and then they created us, but we were created for this planet, so there was nowhere else in the universe that we could go. So then like that's when like divine intervention came down and was like, you know, like the GFL or different places, like different groups like that, and we're like, you cannot keep enslaving the humans, and this is like the planet they're created for, so you have to just like let them live here in peace. And the reptilians refused to leave, and that's when they started going underground. And when you start to hear about like the lizard people in the earth, that's what they mean, because they started to create these underground cities and everything. That's also where all the idea of like the trafficking underground and through tunnels is, because it's like they have whole systems under there, whole worlds essentially under there in inner earth. It's just really complicated. It's really just like a web of information that is not brought to public knowledge, but I truly do see a future where this kind of stuff is like taught in these schools, where it's like you learn the truth about Earth, like you learn about what we experienced on the surface and like the lies we were told and things we suffered, like 2020 and 9/11 and all these things that we suffered to cover up their lies. And then I do see a future where we learn about the truths. I also see, this might activate some people's DNA, I see a future where we get these really cool like space suit thingies, where it's like we're still down here, but they're like EMF blockers, so we can have better technology, we can have better resources and better, and this is what I'm saying on today, we need to focus on these things we want to see and like the future we want to create. And like for me, the future I want to create is, Earth was supposed to be a trading ground. Like Earth, because it's so heavily, like it's so full of resources and natural resources at that, it was supposed to be a trading center, and it's become this prison planet because the reptilians have taken advantage of the human race and made them a slave race to their species. And it's just not allowed anymore, because that's not what this planet is intended for. So we're gonna have like, it's gonna be a trading center. It's gonna be an area between the universe. So like, where I see a future where we have these like platforms where like ships are coming down, like interdimensional ships, where it's back like in ancient Egypt. Like ancient Egypt, it was generally a trading ground, like, and that was during the age of Aquarius, which we've just stepped back into. So it's like, it was genuinely this trading ground where we were meeting different interdimensionals, and they were teaching us different things, and we had free technology, and we had, you know, all these good resources for better health and just living better in society and everything like that. Like all the things you see on like the you know, like the different like gods and goddesses. They're not gods and goddesses, they're just interdimensionals. They're just from a different plane of existence. And I see it going back to that. I see us having like ports where ships can come in. I see us interacting with benevolent interdimensionals. I see pyramids and orbs and stuff, like instead of like all these ugly like kind of like houses and things like that. Not that our houses are ugly, but it's like we're just gonna have like a higher frequency of everything. Like the buildings are gonna be more dynamic, the schools are going to be more dynamic. And whenever I see us, we have on these like EMF, like skin tight, like EMF, like jumpsuit things. And whenever I see myself, I have on these like sick platform boots, and I don't know what they do, but even if it's just make me taller, they're still fucking sick. So, cause I'm short, I'm 5'2", if you didn't know. I'm a small little bean, but yep. And my hair, when I see myself in the future, my hair kind of like, it looks like this all the time. Like it's like less dense, like everything is less dense. So like when I see myself, my hair is like floating, I'm less dense, I'm a little bit more glowy, like I'm less physical looking, and so is everybody else. And then there's like interdimensionals walking amongst us. It's not just like humans, there's like hybrids and different interdimensionals, and like, yeah, so that's what I see. I know this is a lot. I hope this is activating people's DNA. We all deserve more freedom and to have more fun and be affluent. Exactly. And we deserve like the idea of like shared resources and opportunity, like actual opportunity for all, that doesn't come in the form of communism or fascism, because communism and fascism are like human designed and they're incredibly flawed, like at their core, and it never ends up truly being equal, right? So it's like we do deserve that, but not in the human form. Taking Gaia out of quarantine, yeah. I heard Portal yesterday and I was having questions about the other goddesses and gods. You're answering all my questions. Yay! Shelly, I feel and I can see, I know I can't see you, but I can see a huge difference in you since that Aphrodite working. Like, I feel like she really favors you. I feel like she really enjoyed the conversation that the two of you had, and I think you should really continue to connect with her, because I definitely see a huge difference in your energy and your spirit since that working, which is exactly what that working is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you see the beauty in yourself and in others and in the world, and just be more open in a positive way, and heal like the pain and suffering. I could cry. Yeah, it's intense stuff. Hi, Teresa. My 2-year-old is shaking her head yes while you're speaking. Oh, she probably remembers. She's so close to source still. Aw, that's wonderful. I love that. These babies, they incarnated into a very tumultuous time, but the future they have to see is like so bright, and that's why it's like we have to focus collectively on the positive future we want for them and for ourselves, because it's like they deserve it, you know? We all deserve it. We all deserve it. All inclusive or not. Yeah. Yes, I agree. You saw an orb. Hi, Kate. You saw an orb fly past your face? Yeah, because the veil is super thin right now. But I've been on here for like 45 minutes, rambling. But basically, I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys, set your intentions for today. Maybe we'll say a prayer. How about we say a prayer? Set your intentions for today. I'm going to prop you up on my platform croc. These are my crockies. You like my puffy giblet? Hi, Sam. All right. We'll say a prayer, we'll set our intentions for today, and then yeah, also guys, if you want to do the meditation later, I have so many readings to do today. I have like fucking 5 10-minute readings, but maybe 6, I don't know. But if you want to do the meditation later, we're going to be connected. Well, the gnomes came through. If you saw my post about all the mushrooms, the gnomes came through and they want to guide us through, like guide us from each step in our meditation. But we're gonna see leprechauns, we're gonna see Hecate because it's Friday the 13th, and we're gonna see Bastet because like Friday the 13th, Hecate is like queen of the witches, Bastet is like a black cat, and like black cat, you know, like with the Friday the 13th. Oops, low power mode, so it'll be good to do this prayer and then go back inside. And then the leprechauns, because like lucky number 13. So if you want to do that meditation with us, that's going to be super fun. I got some cat candles that are like really cute. They're like twin cat candles. And yeah, it's going to be fun. We got a good group for it. And we're going to have a nice time. So yeah. That's a shame because I love it. What? Why do you hate Sam's name? Oop, just got an order. Be nice to Sam. Y'all, be nice to each other. Gotta keep those intrusive thoughts to yourself. It's not like we don't have them, but you're not supposed to just yell them out to the world. I'm not telling you what to think, but I am telling you to be nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some of my comment section lately has gotten a little hostile, and I just want you guys to remember, like, don't fight with each other. like what I was saying before. It's like we have to be for each other. We have to be kind to each other, and it's not us versus each other. It's us versus the people who are trying to hold us down. So just be considerate. All right. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, and God's source, I humbly come to you today on behalf of myself and all those who see this video and all those who are connected to my energy and need this prayer right now. I hope that they find it. And I just say thank you for everything that you bless us with, the ups, the downs, the challenges, and the lessons. We understand that all of this makes a well-rounded individual in this very polarized reality, and for that we say thank you. And I ask please that you guide us through this day. I ask please that you keep us grounded to Mother Gaia, but also keep us connected to the Most High, keep us connected to Source or God or the universe, many different names, all for the same being, the same light-bodied, unconditionally loving being that is the source from which we all came. So please keep us deeply connected to Source, keep us deeply connected to Mother Gaia, to the earth, and please keep us in our integrity. Give us opportunities and good luck today on this Friday the 13th. Help us keep joy and peace in our heart. Help us choose to look at what we have in common and to see people through kind eyes and to see people in their humanity and to work together and come together with people and to ignore and release the urge to argue or divide. And I ask please as well that this is clearly a timeline hop. There's clearly an energetic shift that's happening today. So please let people utilize it for their highest and greatest good, for their highest, happiest, healthiest timeline that is most beneficial not only to them, but to their lineage, their family line, and to the earth and this universe as a whole. Let people keep peace and love in their hearts today. Let people set intentions that carry on throughout their lifetime. Help them to reach goals that they've been trying to set and maintain those goals once they do reach them. Help people to be more abundant and to experience more joy, abundant in money, abundant in friendship, abundant in love, abundant in family, benevolent, good family experiences, abundant in peace, abundant in compassion, abundant in the ability to listen and hear the opposite side during this Libra season and hold space for people from the opposite side without letting ourselves be walked all over or taken advantage of, simply holding space, and then allow those others to hold space for us as well. And please let people make healthy choices today, whether that's through driving or the food that they're eating or the content that they're consuming. Let all of it lead to a higher path and higher purpose. And please destroy any strongholds or blockages that are holding myself or my clients back from what it is that we really need or want in this life. And let people find resolutions to the issues they've been experiencing or the arguments or upsets they've been experiencing, so it can send out like a ripple effect the idea of holding space for others and peace and choosing to come together instead of choosing to be separate. And I ask please that everything I do today through my meditation and through my spell work and through my readings and everything I do for myself and everything I do for my home and my family. I ask please that it just be in God's name and Source's name and the universe's name, and that it be of the highest frequency and vibration. And I ask please that things be revealed to me. I am looking as well for information to be revealed that might have been hidden, or for open, honest conversation, and overall peace. Look who's here. Remember what I said? How we'd have to see, look, another weird plane, and we have a turkey vulture. I literally said that at the beginning of this live. I said we're hopping a timeline. Now we just have to wait to see if turkey vultures or hawks show up. And there one was. Crazy. I pray all of this. And now it's gone. It's just gone. What the heck? That was weird. I pray all of this with the purest of hearts and the best of intentions, and I ask please that all of our dreams come true in benevolence, love, and light. Amon Ra, Ashe Namaste, by the power of 3, Somatic always works, always a blessing. Love you guys. Isn't that crazy that it happened during the prayer? Do you hear the crows too? There goes a crow. Oh, I missed him. But he just flew over me and said, ah, 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 ah. He's a metal singer. Hope you are well and protected. Blessings to you. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. I'm just weird. I'm just weird. Like, everything's weird. I feel like this has been me lately. Just moving through the energy, super weird. And another crow. Moving through the energy, weird, and timeline hopping, trying to keep the universe guessing with all my different timelines that I hop. You're welcome. So mote it be. Thank you. And thank you for scolding me a little. No problem. I am the mommy. I'm a Cancer, so keep it weird. Alright guys, well, on that note, I just want to mention you are amazing. I just bought something and I immediately got another blessing from the universe. Yay! I love that. I love that. I love when you do something kind for yourself or others, or both, because like my grandpa said that the other day. It was really sweet because I was like, oh, it's like really cool that people want to spend their money on me when we were chatting, and he was like, no, he was like, yes. He said they're choosing themselves. They're spending their money on themselves. Like, they're doing a kindness for themselves through you. And yes, they're spending their money on your products and the services you're offering, but ultimately they're choosing them to do a nice thing for themselves. So I think that's really cool. So thank you. And I'm glad that you were blessed on top of it as well. But I love you guys. I'm going to get going. I got a lot of stuff to do today. And, I probably won't be able to work on a pick a card. I'm gonna be busy all weekend actually. It's my friend's birthday, so I'm gonna go visit her and we're gonna have some crazy experiences. I already know. We're going to the cemetery, we're gonna go to the library, we're gonna do a bunch of fun stuff. And then Sunday I'm visiting my parents. They're gonna be camping out at like the beach and fishing. So it's a very busy weekend, so I probably won't get a pick a card out until next week. But yeah, thanks for joining me for this live. I had a nice time. Such a beautiful perspective. I know, I love my Grampy. The next time I visit Grampy, I'm gonna ask to do like a video with him, and I want to do a video of him talking about like my ancestors, and I'll probably share it. And then also before I see him, I will ask people if they have questions for him, because he's like a veteran. Like, he served in, that's why he can't hear for shit, because he was in a tank when like bombs were going off. Like, it's just crazy. I just have so much respect for him, because I don't know, but I will put up like a poll or something for people to ask their questions to my Grampy, and I'd like to do an interview with him the next time I get to see him, because I think that would be really beneficial, not just to like you guys to learn from him, but to my family to like have that on record. So that's my plan. All right, I love you guys. Thank you. Bless you too. Plank at the cemetery. Maybe. All right. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Happy Friday the 13th. Set your positive intentions and have a good day. Bye.